Wireless in-ear headphones? Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at this. Well, no, I'm looking at what's inside of this. And what's inside are these. These are the One More stylish, true wireless in-ear headphones. In-ear headphones? Earbuds. Seriously. Headphones are something that has a band that goes over your head, right? You know what I'm talking about. So they call these in-ear headphones, and they're not the only company. I've seen other companies do that too, and it's a little confusing, but the good news is that they're actually really nice and they sound really great. So these are the gold colored, and you can see it's a pretty unique design where there's the shiny metal on the outside part, and then the rest of it is sort of this soft plastic, almost a pastel color. And it has this loop on the top. This is what's known as an O-hook, but we'll come back to that. So let me tell you that they feature a 7mm titanium composite dynamic driver, and they sound really good. Like every other one of these, you gotta get the right size ear tips, and you gotta have it positioned properly in your ear for it to work and sound good. But when you get it all right, it really does sound good. Now, one of the cool things they have with this is that you can, let's see, this is left and right. Let me switch these around. You can use these as either one or the other or both. So a lot of people like to just use one earbud for like listening to an audiobook or a podcast or something. And it's great for phone calls because then you don't have to have like that whole stereo thing when we're used to making a phone call against one ear. So very flexible. Obviously you can charge one while you're using the other two. And one of the other features they have that's always appreciated is that it's instant on, instant off. Once you've initially paired it with your device, putting them in the charging container, the little egg, that disconnects them. And now my phone automatically pauses. If I then are done charging and I pull even just one out, it will automatically be ready to go and paired. So that's really appreciated. Now, the earbuds feature a 6.5-hour battery life on a charge, and they have a fast charge feature. So if you give them 15 minutes in the box, 15 minutes will give you 3 hours of listening. It's pretty sweet. Now, as always, the amount of time you can listen is a function of the volume of your music. So if you're listening to things that's super loud, crazy volume, and it's like industrial grunge, and so it's just super really loud anyway, then that's going to impact the life of your battery versus listening to classical music as a gentle background noise. So be aware, the kind of music and especially the volume of the music will affect your battery life. The case gives you 3 more charges. So that's 24 hours without you having to recharge it. And when you do need to recharge it, then there's a micro USB connection on the back and a micro USB cable included in the box. Now, I want to say I love One More because their boxes and their packaging is all so beautiful, and this is no different. So you open it up and they have their sort of engineering drawing on one side, and then it's just such a pleasure to open their box and to see how they've designed it. So, you know, all these layers and such, and really this box at the bottom, if I can pull it out, this box has all the fun little additions. The top part, which looks a little like a ghostly face, is where the buds and the case go. But in this box is really all the additional handy pieces. So included with your stylish wireless in-ear headphones is a carrying bag. So there's that. But much more interestingly there are 3 sets of O-hooks. And remember, the O-hook is the part, let me pull one of these out. The O-hook is this part that goes in your ear and helps things stay where they're supposed to be and helps them not fall out of your ears. It also comes with 3 different sets of ear tips of different sizes. Here we go. Take the time to figure out which size works best for you by trying different sizes. It makes a huge difference, particularly with bass response. If you're listening to these and you're like, you know, we got the highs, we got the mid-range, we don't have any bass. So probably you got the wrong size ear tips, or you have the earbuds themselves, sorry, the in-ear headphones, oriented incorrectly. So I will show you that basically if you put it in oriented, as you can see in this close-up, that's how they're supposed to be, and it's now connected with my phone, so I'm just lucky that I don't have music playing. But it's literally that easy, and when I put it back in, it's disconnected. Super, super straightforward. Now, they support Bluetooth 5.0, which is great because 5.0, one of the big things it does is it means that the two stay in sync and they don't disconnect from each other. In earlier generations, you don't want wireless earbuds that are using like Bluetooth 4.2 or something because they have a tendency to disconnect from each other, and that's super annoying. These don't do that. I have extensively tested them and they work great. So they also support aptX, which is great for you Android people, and AAC, which is great for you iPhone people. Between those two, you have really, really great playback. One other interesting thing is that they also have a microphone built into them. So they have what's known as an ENC noise canceling microphone using MEMS or MEMS microphone technology. So in effect, it works really well for phone calls, although, you know, having the microphone here and having your voice projecting here has some inherent challenges. There's really no way to get around that without having the microphone come right to the front of your mouth. So it goes, it's not bad. And I will say that the person on the other end sounds fantastic. So these are entirely functional. And if you want to use these to watch video or something on your phone or whatever, they're also low latency. So the mouths of the characters in the video you watch, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, soon enough, YouTube, whatever it is all going to line up with the audio, which makes it way more pleasant than having a latency issue. So these do not have that. So there's a lot to like about these One More stylish, true wireless in-ear headphones. The only other thing really to talk about is the sound, and then we'll talk about the price. But let me talk about the sound because they sound really nice. They have a really rich sound to them. There's a sound stage, which means if I'm listening and close my eyes, I can point to where instruments were when the recording was made, assuming it was well engineered and well recorded. But that's a really important piece, and there's a real rich dynamic range to it. I was just listening to these using AAC, streaming Sirius XM, and I was at Starbucks and I was zoning and in my own little world, and it was really, really fantastic. They really sound good. These are a really good option for that. The design is okay. You know, these are very much fashion design, hence the name stylish. And they do come in 4 different colors, as I said, black, gold, these are the gold, and green and pink. So check it out. For reasons I can't explain, different colors are different prices, and some of the colors aren't available at this moment, but hopefully by the time you go check, you'll have all your choices. Now, before we get to the price, let me ask if you can subscribe to my channel. Really, really appreciate it. It's really helpful, and give me feedback, a like, a comment, share this with your mom, whatever. Super really helpful for me to be able to see that you are engaging with my video. And I'm really honest with stuff too. I don't really care if the vendors get mad at me and they say, I'll never send you another product. I'm much more interested in being honest with you. And sometimes that means that there's really nothing to complain about, like these. These are really nice. There's not much I would change, and I already like One More. I've always liked their product line. I love their packaging. Really, I should have done an unboxing. They just package it so well. But so it goes. Anyway, now let's talk about this one last piece. So the One More stylish, true wireless in-ear headphones will cost you $72.24 at Amazon.com, but poke around because there's a lot of different discounting going on. And also check out the One More website, possibly signing up for their newsletter because that gets you various discounts. But these are going to cost you somewhere between $75 and $99. So I would say it's maybe on the higher end of the wireless or the TWS earbuds, but I think they're worth it with their great battery life, really nice, rich sound reproduction, and just a really attractive design. I'd say they're a winner. So that's all I got. So here is our One More egg, and I will catch you in my next video.